Hi, this is DaBest. No, that's not my name. They call me M.I. Are you rolling? Okay.
Habits are formed when a person does something repeatedly, consistently, intentionally, until it is no longer just intentional.
Hi, this is Dada Temitope. I'm majorly known as DaBest. I'm a director, or directing is one of the things I do. Majorly commercial and documentary director, based in Lagos, Nigeria, available to fly anywhere in the world. And I'm here with family. I think I classify myself as an all-round creative. Over the years, I've expressed it in different forms, from graphic design to video editing to writing to a lot of things. So I do a lot of things apart from directing. So directing is just one of the things I do. So the Piggyvest is a funny commercial, not funny in that sense. Like the way it came was a bit funny because the project came through someone that was on a project I had done earlier, which is the Octa FX commercial. So it was a very challenging project. So they gave us a brief. Target market was supposed to be for like Big Brother Naija. When we got the brief, it was like already 4 weeks to the end of Big Brother Naija. So we had like almost no time to do pre-production, but we still went ahead and dedicated like 8 to 10 days time for pre-production. So by the time we got to production, we had like almost 2 weeks to the end of Big Brother Naija. And for you to like air something on like that platform, you need to have submitted like a week ahead. So we literally went to production knowing that the project needs to be ready a day after we're done shooting. So we get this brief, and this story is really interesting because it's a university story, which is one of the reasons why I got interested in shooting this. It's a university story of boy meets girl, lovey, they get married, and there's a saving in, like, they build a saving culture in the entire story. So the undertone of the story is that the saving culture is being built in their love story. This first thing was not in this brief. What was in the brief was, in classroom, the guy passes a note to the girl. But I know that for every story you need to build it up so that it's interesting, so that people can follow. So I saw this frame a while ago. I saw it online, and it was one of the things I screenshot, like I need to recreate this. So when I saw that story and I saw it was a school story, I knew this was the perfect opening for that scene. Let's just open with a bus because of colors, and we see people entering the building. So for this, I had like this reference from, I don't even know, I think this is Everybody Hates Chris. So I got this reference and I was like, this is a perfect one. And it took me back to while I was in secondary school. What's happening after assembly, to be honest? It's just placing noise and gist in the class. There are like students on the chair, there are like some people on the corner. So I just figured that would be the best way to interpret what's happening in class. Let's put the girl with her friend just gisting while every other activity is happening in class. We cut to this, a match cut. This was like properly planned from pre-production. We wanted a transition from classroom to the room without showing an extab. Ideally, what you do in movies or any other thing is to show an extab of the house, then go into the house, but there was no time. It's commercial, it has to be quick and fast. So we cut from this same overhead shot to another overhead shot in the house. It was supposed to be, now that I'm playing it back, this shot where we have overhead here was supposed to be a POV shot that we forgot to shoot. So it was supposed to be a POV shot matching to a POV shot in the house. And when we reveal is when we now know that it's a different. So it was supposed to be POV to POV, but it's just vibes. Nobody knew. Then we cut to them just meeting up at the garden, to be honest. The girl is waiting. The guy comes like, oh, I've been waiting for you, angry. Then he does something interesting. They smile. She brings out his phone from his pocket while they are hugging, because really why they are meeting up is to create a saving plan. And then when he tries to kiss, he uses the phone to block his mouth, really just to introduce the phone in a very different light and not just one funny way. Then they save our wedding in 5 years. I mean, there's supposed to be a chaos in every love story to a certain, it's not supposed to be all love all the way. So we introduced him having to deal with family problem and having to take out of his saving to solve the family problem. Bad habits. He took out 1.5 million out of his saving money and changed his wedding date to added 2 years more to his wedding day. So don't do that, please. Then we go to him proposing to the love of his life. We go to them planning for their wedding. We go to them already married. They just saved, and this is just consistent, to be honest. It shows that the girl now created a target savings account trying to tell him that she's now pregnant, to be honest. So they are saving for her first baby, but Baba no get her quick until now he gets the joke, and that's the end. So if you notice, the end frame so has to be a banger. Started with a tree, it's ending with a tree. Piggyvest, better way to save. So this is like, it's just a love story that's interesting. Well, shout out to everybody here. Looking forward to more awesome projects this year and making more money, because I want to make money this year, to be honest. Thank you very much. So we had a 4-day shoot time, and on the 5th day, the project needs to, not like first cut needs to be ready, the entire project needs to be ready. The first cut has to be the only cut.